YouTube is happening. It is Saturday night, April 5th, and we're going to talk about tomorrow's Sunday games. I'm doing it early tonight because I'm not going to be home tomorrow. I got a bunch of stuff I got to do, so you're going to get the video tonight, right? Cool, right? Cool. A little recap I can because we did take some good stuff, and we can recap. Why not? Let's do this. Right here. Perfect. So on the recap, Florida they took care of Auburn. Duke, I believe they are taking care of business. The game's on right now, but I'm trying to knock this out, trying to multitask. Duke is up 6 at halftime. There we go. So they're covering in half. Nice. Dyson, nope, didn't work out. Remember, I said in the game, I said if Brunson plays, I don't want to take OG. If he doesn't, I want OG. I thought Brunson was going to play. He didn't. OG covered like he was supposed to. Dyson, not the best choice. Cade, nobody thought he was going to play. I said I'm going to take him. He did play. He hit 2 threes. Thank you. Bam hit not just one, but he hit 3 threes. Remember I said a little sprinkle on the 2 threes? Yeah, that was nice. I wish I should have took a sprinkle on 3 threes because Bam is a 3-point specialist now, apparently. Who knew? And Kawhi has not played yet, so we don't know that. So overall, it's 3-1 on basketball. Doing good so far. If you want the plays typed out for every sport I do, or if you want access to the spreadsheets, so you can do your own research, you got to join the HQ, simple as that. So we have our games here. You can see them all here. We have all these beautiful games. We're going to break them down, look for value. However, one key note to compare to usual videos, I don't have props. I know it's late Saturday night. I have all the lines. I think I have the lines. I should probably check this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So yeah, I got the lines for the games. We're good. I just don't have the props for the games. They're not up yet. It's too early Saturday. So this is going to be totals, spreads. That's it. Money lines. That's all we can take. So no prop. It is a prop free Sunday around here. So we'll be back to regular schedule on Monday, but we got to do what you got to do, right? So enough of that. Let's go and jump at that first game right now. All right. One key thing I didn't think about just now is I'm not going to have any depth charts. I'm not going to have any updates on injuries because all that stuff comes out tomorrow. And it is 10:42 on a Saturday night. Ain't nobody, their games are still playing right now. So we're going to have to be very cautious with our plays today. So it's already that time of year where the NBA is cautious in general because half teams are tanking, half of them are resting. So it's like, where can we pick and choose our winners? So let's go to the game lines. You see we have our first game is going to be Chicago and Charlotte, and I will be passing on a lot of these today. I will tell you that right now, because if there is a garbage team involved where they're just not playing well or they're just trying to tank, nah. Unless the spread looks good, then we'll see. But for right now, Charlotte and Chicago's up here, and we got 9.5 for Chicago on the road. Chicago's trying. They're trying to do something. 227. You know what we should do? We should take a second and actually look at the standings and see like what the hell's going on in the playoffs before we jump into this. That way we know who's tanking, right? But that makes sense. Let's do that. To the standings we go. Yeah. East is locked up. Everyone's done. Toronto, Brooklyn, Philly, Charlotte, Washington. Everybody's limited. Everybody else here is fighting for seeding. So right now, you got Miami in the 10, 9, 8, 7. We have how many games left? This looks like 5 games left. I think these are going to be the 4 in the play-in games. And then you got your top 6. Cleveland's pretty much locked up the 1 seed. Boston basically has locked up the 2 seed. Then New York and Pacers kind of, yeah, okay. In the West, what do we got? Ooh, only 2 teams are eliminated. That is wild. Utah and New Orleans. San Antonio's still alive? Really? Portland? Phoenix? All right, crazy. So West Coast matters more than East Coast. What is Chicago playing for is the question. Not to be in the 10 spot to face Orlando. Like, I don't think they care about stuff like that. They're in the playoffs, that matters. So cool. Let's go to spreadsheet. Let's look what we got. 7-3 last 10, 2-8 last 10. Now, if these teams play tonight, if they're on a back-to-back tomorrow, these stats will not update till tomorrow. So again, grain of salt. Be cautious. So 8-18. Clearly, look at the numbers. We ain't got to do too much talking about it. We understand Chicago's trying. They're in the playoffs. They're trying to get better seeding. They're not going to be in the top 6. They will, mathematically, they will be in the play-in game. What seed do you want? You want the higher seed. You want 7. So they are 3 games back of that, so they should keep trying. Chicago on the road by 9.5. I can dig that. So I'm going to take that straight up. I already did the baseball video, and I learned when I'm not taking props, I'm a little more risky with the money lines and the spreads than I usually would be. So hang on. It's going to be a fun one because, man, no props makes me feel kind of weird. It just, I don't know. It feels weird. Feels weird. Now, see, now we're just going to move on to the next game, which is what? Let's just go down the list. Brooklyn and Toronto. Cool. All right. Let's go over to the lines. What do we got for lines? Oh, Brooklyn, Toronto. 2. Both these teams are eliminated from the playoffs. Nothing matters in this game because you just saw the thing. Nobody's playing for playoffs. If this is going to be a prop play, if you're going to play anything, obviously, I don't care. Pass. See how easy that was? That was almost refreshing. It was so easy. So next, Oklahoma City and LA. Obviously, a hell of a game, an amazing game at that. We saw the Lakers in the 3 seed. OKC is locked up the home everything. They're 13 games over the 2 seed. That's how good they are. 64-13 is disgustingly good. It really depends on who plays in the LA game. Obviously, all that matters. Oklahoma City doesn't really. They can literally just rest. They have the 1 seed locked up. They don't have to play anything else the rest of the season. Why should they? They're going to start intermittently giving rest. You know they are. So I got to be cautious with this. It is OKC at home by 9. Looking at the numbers of the spreadsheet, let's pop here, and yeah, they look at, they're playing amazing too. This is like, what do we do? I want to take LA plus 9, but that tells me somebody's not going to play, or is it just because OKC's that damn good? That's the questions we have. 2-2. Oh, I'm gonna pass. I lean LA though. I will say that I lean LA because I really do think OKC is going to start kind of resting the players a little bit, getting ready for the playoffs because you have no need to do it. You're literally locked into the 1 seed. So, hey, that's me though. Whatever. Let's move on from there. What's the next game up? We got. Ooh, was that Atlanta? Atlanta and Utah. I took Atlanta today. It didn't work out, Dyson. But hey, that was because Brunson was supposed to play, but then he didn't play. So what can you do? Game lines. Utah is yeah, they are eliminated. Atlanta is not. Atlanta is locked into well, they have the 8 seed. They could go as far down as the 10 seed. They could even potentially go up. No, they can't get to the 6 seed. So they're going to be in the playoff game no matter what. So the only one that can even potentially get out of it would be Orlando. And that's if Detroit lost every game and Orlando won every game. Or Milwaukee lost every game because they only have 42 wins. Weird. However that works. What is this line? 12 for Atlanta. Do you see how bad Utah is? My God. They're winning their games by 1. They're losing their games by 20 on average. Atlanta all day. Let's go. And they're at home too. Utah doesn't care. ATL by 12. We're going to trust that Utah has given up. So we can fade the teams. Now we're not taking them at all, but we can fade them. Atlanta moves on to wait, is there a total we can take? This is Atlanta. Hold up. I should be looking at that. Double bad defense on top of that. 243. This is coming out. They're barely scoring 100. So yeah, we're not going to mess with that. And I want green offense. It's not red. This terrible. Boston and Washington. Another game where nothing matters for one team, and a game where they should rest some players. What are we looking at on a spread is the question. Boston 20. I've never seen a spread that high in NBA. Oh my God, that's high. Bro. No, not a chance in hell am I touching this. Well, hold up. Let's think about it. They're losing their games by 14. Okay, cool. An average of 14 last 10. They're winning theirs by an average of 11. Well, right there, that's like a 25-point difference. That's still 20 points. Can we hit it over? 226? We could potentially get a 220, 230. They're scoring 107. They're giving it 123. Offense is bad though. Like they can't shoot. Boston should win by 40, but I can't. We're passing. Moving on. I can't. I would love to, but I can't. Cleveland, Sacramento, 2 teams that actually matter. Sorry. Cleveland's 5 games up over Boston. They've essentially locked in. They haven't officially locked in the 1 seed. They just got to win a game or Boston loses a game most likely, and it's done. So math with only 5 games left, that's math. Pretty straightforward. So let's look at the lines. What do we got? Sacramento and Cleveland. Cleveland by 10.5 with a 236. Can we rock a 236? Let's pop a look. Let's go to the sheets. They're losing their games by 4. They're 3-7. Sacramento, what the hell is you doing? You're 6-4. You're kind of just whatever, going through the motions. You should win this game though. Cleveland by 10.5, based on how they're playing, but they're not playing well either. 2 versus 20. That's gonna be Mobley or Allen. Sabonis is struggling to score, and you see the numbers. Do we take Cleveland's a crush? They should. Everybody's playing too, I believe. There's no major injuries, so you know what? I'll take Cleveland by 10.5 just because of how bad Sacramento's playing. Because you can't play as bad and get away with it. You're losing by 4 on average. You're winning by 4 on average. That's 10. I mean, that's 8. We're close to 10. I don't love it, but I like it enough to where, because basketball's a game of runs, you could easily get 6 points in a swing real quick. So, uh, yeah, let's move on from that one. Where are we going next? Portland, San Antonio. Let's go over here. Oh, we're looking at a 130 for Portland, 227.5. Portland's been balling out for some unknown reason. Like, why? I mean, I see why. You're 2 games away from making the playoffs. Like, remember this. Portland's right here at 34 and 44. How are they done recently? They're 5-5 in their last 10. San Antonio's right there with them. San Antonio's going to be eliminated pretty shortly. Basically, if they lose, they're done because 37, 32, that's a 5-game difference. There's no shot they're going to make that. So let's come back over here and look at the numbers. But man, I would love to take a Denny prop. Man, Denny over 3s, over PRAs. I'm fiending for a prop now. Oh man. So what do we? I just can't. I can't do it. Portland by 2 though. I will take that. Portland at home. I like that. Portland -2. I think they have that. I don't think the Spurs have the juice. Not with that roster. Portland has enough talent though. I think they can get to the 10 seed maybe. It's a stacked league. My God. Let's move on. New York and Phoenix. If New York would just tell us if Brunson's playing, which I said today in today's video earlier, I would not play Brunson until the playoffs. There's no need to. You're the 3 seed. You're not going to catch the 2 seed, and Pacers are 3 games back. So as long as you win 3 of your next 5 games, you're the 3 seed. And I would bring Brunson back maybe like the game or 2 before to get him a little more playing time. But hey, I'm not a coach. Hey, I understand. So whatever. No, and they never asked me. So Phoenix, Knicks, 8 points for New York, 228.5 is our total. I would love to take OG because I don't think Brunson's going to play, but I can't. And Phoenix, what are you doing in Phoenix? They're 1 game out of the playoffs. They're still alive, but I'm sorry, they're 2 games out of the playoffs. Let me show you. Sacramento's the 10 seed. Phoenix is right here. Man, them games without Durant matter a lot. So 15, 24, just this. We got a little offense here, a little offense here. Can we get a little over going on? A little over action? Can we work with that? Last 10, you're both scoring like 220 something. Your defense is was it 228? I kind of like that. I think I'm gonna rock that over 228. I think I like that. They are kind of slow though, which do I like that? They're number one again. They get 73% of their team field goals has been inside the arc in the last 10 games. That's a lot. They're not shooting 3s, they're shooting 2s, and they're doing good at it. And they can't. Nick Richards ain't stopping nobody. Ain't that who I believe that's who the center is. And yeah, what's New York by 8? The hell with the over. Just give me New York by 8. What are we talking here? What are we doing? What are we doing here? Give me New York -8. And I can't believe I'm betting on New York. I can't believe it, but we're doing it. We'll take the Knicks by 8. Let's move on. Where are we going? Denver and Indiana. Indiana's playing great. They're 8-2. Denver's 4-6. Yes. Do we have a line? Do we have a line at all? Where'd it go? Wait a minute. There it is. I'm blind. Denver by 6, 238.5 is our total. Let's go back to the spreadsheet. Ooh, this is a good one. 4-6. Let's go actually look at their where they stand. Denver is the 4 seed. They can possibly, they're tied with LA. I mean, this is a little traffic jam between Clippers at 8 and LA at 3. That is a difference. And then we get Indiana, who's essentially, I mean, they got a 3 games behind here and a 4-game lead here. So it's like they're locked in the 4 seed. So we don't know how much they're actually going to try is the question. I mean, both are going to, if anything, it feels like Denver needs this game a lot more because they're trying to stay in the upper seeds than Indiana. They're both the 4 seed. We know that, but Denver could easily lose 2 games and be the 9 seed. That's how crazy it is, or the 8 seed. So Denver by 6 at home. At home, let's see. Do we like that? That versus that, no. That versus that. That versus that, no. The efficiencies are good. You can't rebound though. If you can't rebound, Jokic is going to get like 1,000 rebounds. We'll take Denver. I think they need it more. I think Denver at home needs it more. So I think they're going to try a little harder. So give me Denver. Yeah, let's take that. Let's move over to Golden State, and Houston's up next. Let's go ahead and look at the lines, see what we got. Golden State 4.5, 226.5. Let's go to the standings. Golden State is currently the 5 seed at 46 and 31, and Houston is the 2 seed. They've locked up the 2 seed essentially. Well, they've locked up their division, right? What's why I mean? Yeah, clinch division. Okay, so, but I mean, they win, LA loses, or they both keep winning. Houston's a 2 seed, so they can't get the 1. They're obviously done with that, so they've locked up. They might just chill a little bit. You're going to see a lot of resting this week, and I can't complain resting for the playoff players. Hey, that's cool. Get your rest on. But the non-playoff teams, what are you doing? You're going to be off next week. Okay, let's swap over to the spreadsheet and break this down a little bit. That's a push. That's a push. I would love to take Houston threes right now. Man, that'd be so good. But you can't. I mean, you could. By all means, do. I don't like a side in this one, so we're just going to pass on this bad boy and move on to that last game, which is going to be Milwaukee and New Orleans. New Orleans is eliminated. Milwaukee is banned. Sorry, they just are. They are so inconsistent. I'm just type passing. I'm just telling you right now, I'm not taking it. I'll show you the lines though. They are 11.5 point favorites. So, and 222. Can we take a total? No, let's just, you see this, you see how Milwaukee's doing. They should cover, but I'm not going to pay to see it. I already have enough plays. We're going to just end that bad boy right there. So go to the schedule, the actual schedule, and we see that was Sunday games. How was it, 11? Yeah. Monday, there's only 2 games. But guess what? I'll still make a video. I got you because I know you're going to bet on the games. I know you are. I know you. So drop a like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you're playing. If you see props that you like, I will not be here in the morning to do the props. So I need your help. Let me know what props you like, and I'll go in the comments. And if they look good, give me some reasons why you're taking the 2. If you're taking it for a certain reason, tell me. And if it's cool, I'll say, hey, I like it. I'm going to tail it. So I need a little bit of help today. We need to work as a team today. Okay. You got me? Cool. Appreciate that. So enough of that. Drop a like, subscribe, go check out the HQ if you want the plays or if you want the spreadsheet to yourself. But other than that, I'll be back on Monday morning to do our typical Monday thing for every sport. I'll see you then. Peace.